Hello, Jacob here, with a Super Bowl 54 recap. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl for the first time in over 50 years. 31-20 over the 49ers. So, what better jersey to pull out than the Priest Holmes. So yeah, going into this game, the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers both had pretty impressive couple of drives in the first quarter, but for the most part in the first half it was primarily a defensive, knockout back and forth match, and went into halftime tied 10-10. And then the second half came out and the 49ers went off, scoring, I think it was like 17 points after that. And then Kansas City, Tyrann Mathieu, got very frustrated during that third quarter after the last 49ers touchdown. And ever since then, bang! Patrick Mahomes went off and that defense showed up big time, en route to the Kansas City Chiefs winning 31-20. Damian Williams had a couple of key touchdowns. I mean, Patrick Mahomes didn't have a great game per se, at least from his standards, but at the end of the day, him and that defense did enough to win the game. Which, at the end of the day, is all you can say. Especially when it's your first Super Bowl in 50 years. So, yeah. But yeah, going back to the 49ers, they really, I mean, you have to tip your hat to the 49ers. It's not like they beat themselves, really, or they choked. It's just Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is basically what happened. I mean, at the end of the day, he is a special quarterback. Now, can he stay healthy and can he stay around for long enough to actually, keep moving this franchise forward here? But yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs this postseason, 3 consecutive 10-plus point comeback wins, including in this Super Bowl. I mean, if that doesn't show you heart and resilience, nothing will in the NFL world. 3 games they were down by 10-plus points in the postseason, and somehow rallied back to win, including the Super Bowl. I think that shows a lot about this team, their heart, their grit, their determination. I mean, all in all, it was just amazing. And then also kind of turning to the halftime show. Oh, baby. Yeah. I feel bad for any men out there who have girlfriends or wives, honestly. Ooh, baby. Yeah, let's just say Shakira and J-Lo still have it. I mean, considering Shakira's 42 and J-Lo's 50. Ooh, baby. Still, I mean, that was also a really good halftime show, in my opinion. Just because it was more simple than in years past. I mean, there were some years where I was looking at the halftime show, I'm like, really? All these props for, nothing? Really? This was just more about their talent and their dancing and all that stuff, which, obviously, their hips definitely don't lie, if you catch my drift. But anyway, kind of going back into the game, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, which, to be honest, I wasn't surprised with. Even though you could have given that to even Damian Williams or even Tyreek Hill, because Tyreek Hill had that huge bomb in the fourth quarter to set them up for the Damian Williams go-ahead touchdown. And then their defense holds them, and then literally the next play, the dagger 38-yard touchdown run by Damian Williams. So this team has a chance to potentially, I'm not going to say anything now, but if they could stay healthy, if they could get even better on their defense, imagine if these guys were actually more shut down, like they had 2 or 3 corners that could lock up, which would let them do even more exotic plays. Whoo, baby. I'm not going to say, dynasty or anything like that, but they have a chance to, especially depending on what happens with the Patriots and Tom Brady, which, whoo, baby. That'll be very interesting to kind of see going into this offseason and going into free agency. Just kind of see where some of these big names go. And kind of see where, all the chips lie and all the players, go, essentially. Because there's some decent names out there. But it'll be like I say, I'll kind of do more of a preview on that once it actually gets closer. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. And then also to kind of wrap things up here, next week, or I should say this upcoming Saturday, begins the XFL. That'll be interesting to watch to see if it actually, lasts or, at the very least doesn't fold like a, wind-driven, table. Like one of those, folding lawn chairs or something, because AAF was great for about 3 weeks and then, well, yeah. But hopefully the XFL learned from their last mistakes and made it more about football and less about, well, the WWE with a football, because honestly is exactly what happened. It wasn't about football, it was about, way too much show, way too much this, way too much that. And it really wasn't about the football aspect of things. Because again, if the XFL can last and, continue for consecutive seasons, you could potentially see, I'm not going to necessarily say, like a minor league to the NFL, but kind of like with the AAF, they did, help funnel a few NFL players in and out, and all that stuff. So, and plus it gives, people who didn't quite make it in the NFL another shot at playing football. So yeah, as I said before, stay tuned for that. And wrapping it all up, again, congratulations to the Chiefs, Super Bowl 54 champs. And what a way to end the 100th season of the NFL. So until we meet again, this is Jacob, and have a good night.